Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to the channel and thank you so much for taking your own time out to check out this video right here, where firstly I've got to give a big thank you to two awesome friends that I've made through YouTube, Blacktastic Media and A.C Reviews, who told me, and I watched their reviews on Chris Rock's Selective Outrage TV special that was the first ever event ever to live stream on Netflix, and I managed to check it out just tonight before I switched on the camera. So yeah, I've been a fan of Chris Rock's for quite a long time. I actually got to see him live on his Total Blackout tour in January of 2018 at Leeds here in the UK, which I travelled an hour and a half there, an hour and a half back to get to, and it's one of the best shows that I've ever seen in terms of comedian wise. And yeah, Chris Rock, I've always been a fan of his, so ever since the incident at the Oscars, yeah, this man's been gone through a lot. You know, I can only imagine what he's gone through. You know, you might hear it through kind of news outlets or anything that he spoke about before this time, but in this Netflix special, he speaks about a lot of topics, and he doesn't hold back either on some topics that, you know, a lot of people wouldn't discuss openly, you know, which is understandable, but he kind of speaks it all, and he just speaks kind of his opinions on them and how he felt about that matter. Now, what I will say in terms of this TV special is I thought it was very, very good. I laughed several times throughout watching this TV special. And I will also commend Chris Rock for actually speaking out on the incident at the Oscars with the slap that was heard around the world by Will Smith. He never spoke about it publicly as far as I'm aware until this Netflix special. And even then, he kept it short, brief, to the point, and also give his side of any stories and any kind of back history towards that stories. And I'm not here to comment on like, right, okay, was that right what Will Smith did? Was it not right or anything like that? My opinion does not matter on that matter. What matters is my opinions on this TV special that I watched. And I will say, if you're a fan of Chris Rock, I think you will really enjoy this special, because again, he touches on so many different subjects that some, yeah, can definitely be relatable to yourself. Maybe some opinions here you may not agree with, and that's fine, because everyone's entitled to their own opinion at the end of the day. So what I will say is, if you don't like Chris Rock whatsoever, I don't know if you would like this TV special, but I will say, if not, even if you skip to the last 10 minutes and hear what he has to say about the Will Smith incident, I think that alone is worth listening to regardless, because at least you're going to get his side of the story, which hasn't been heard, and rightfully so. He has a right to tell his story his way, whether that is a long 2-hour special, whether it is a 10-minute segment, kind of as it is in this TV special. I think it's on for roughly around an hour. I don't know about when it was live, how long it was on for, but I know obviously since it was live, Netflix has probably edited a little bit here and there and kind of chopped it down, but it was 1 hour from what I watched, and I will say, as I mentioned, I really, really enjoyed it. I chuckled several times throughout this. I was round of applause, I was clapping, I was really loving what I was seeing. But this also could stem from the fact that I am a fan of Chris Rock, and kind of always have been, really, even since watching, like, you know, Everybody Hates Chris back in the day, which I believe he wrote and was kind of based around his own life as far as I'm aware. So even since that time, yeah, I just really, really enjoyed this, guys. I can't really say too much more than that. I can't really give this a score or a review, because it's kind of hard to rate like a TV special, so to say. But as I mentioned, if you're a fan of Chris Rock, check it out. If you're not a fan, then maybe don't, but I would say at least give the man your time in terms of the last 10 minutes or so and listen to what he has to say about the incident. That alone, I think, is worth hearing personally. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, so I can see you again on a future video. If you're unaware, I do have a Patreon. There is a couple of levels that you can select, starting from £2 per month, going all the way to £5 a month currently, and they include a host of bunch of different perks, some really cool early access to videos. You can even request movies for me to watch and review on Patreon exclusive or onto my YouTube channel, and you get so much more perks, including merch that is coming very, very soon. So the link to my Patreon is down below in the description box. Go check it out, and I want to give a big massive thank you to all my awesome Patreons on level 1 or 2 for supporting the channel. It really means a lot, and they all have YouTube channels, so please go show them some support. And until the next time that I see you, I'll be seeing you later.